Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Welcome to the Nightcap. I'm Carolina Sanchez, and tonight we're talking the orgasm gap. Oh yeah, between men and women. There's a huge discrepancy, and your favorite Dr. Sex Fairy is here to talk about it.
Most women at one time or another have faked it.
Well, they haven't faked it with me.
How do you know?
There's an orgasm gap, right, Dr. Sex Fairy?
Right, and I am here to change that.
So first of all, let's talk about the problem. How bad is it?
It's terrible. They did a study of 2,000 women,
Yeah.
and 57% of the women said that they have orgasms most of the time or all the time, but 95% of their men were.
Okay, that's a huge 57 to 95.
57 to 95.
Oh my gosh. And these are women who aren't lying, because there may be some who are lying. So it might be closer to 50, right? Maybe.
I think the numbers are worse than they're admitting to. So if 57% of them are saying that they're orgasming, I think the numbers are lower, far lower.
Oh, why do you think women are not orgasming?
I think they don't want to hurt their partner's feelings. You know, his feeling of, being the alpha male, the macho man.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that they're doing not only themselves, but him a disservice. Because who is it really helping? It's not helping him, because he will keep doing what he thinks is working.
Right.
And you are upset because you're just not getting the pleasure you deserve.
Right, you're not getting anything.
So nobody wins.
Nobody wins. You're inflating an ego that doesn't need to be inflated, and they're just going to repeat the same pattern night after night.
Absolutely. And I do believe that most men want to please their woman.
Oh, really?
Yes, they do.
So we shouldn't be faking it.
No,
Ever.
because if you fake it, you'll never make it.
And I love that. Don't fake it, because you won't make it. Unless you're trying to get ahead in your career. Fake it till you make it, right?
That's different.
That's totally different. Okay, so how many women are faking it? Is it
You know,
just
the
as
numbers
much
are
as
high. The numbers are high.
Really?
I don't know which study to trust, but 80, 90%? Maybe more.
That's a lot. So what do you, okay, so a woman comes to see you, Dr. Bava, and says, like, I'm not orgasming. Like, what can I do to change this? Do you look at just the partner? Is it something with her specifically, or is it a whole range of issues?
It's a range of issues. You have to see the complete picture.
Right.
And that's why I started my podcast, Dr. Sex Fairy, because I wanted to educate people on the various factors that lead to orgasm. Orgasms don't exist in isolation. You can't have an orgasm if your relationship is not in the right place, if you're not truly connected with your partner.
Right.
So
There's
that's
mental aspect.
You know, your brain is your most important sexual organ by far. So it's not your penis, it's not the vagina, it's your brain.
Wow.
So your emotional state, your psychological state needs to be correct. Whether you need a sex therapist, whether you come speak to me, whether you speak to a girlfriend, or for a man if he speaks to his buddy. You know, we need to talk to people about this. We need to figure out how to get in the right headspace. And then for the physical, well, you have me for that.
Okay, so let's say it's not mental. Let's say it is physical. What exactly are you offering, or what do you address?
I first want to know if a woman is postmenopausal, perimenopausal. Did she just give birth? Is she a diabetic? Does she have other conditions that may
And all of
lead
these
to a
things
problem?
actually affect.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
Certain autoimmune conditions. You know, it's a very complex thing. Then, has she survived cancer? Or is she struggling with cancer right now?
Yeah.
You know, this is a tough problem, and more women need to be upfront about it and start talking about it. Because if we keep sweeping it under the rug, again, who are we helping? Not
Nobody.
ourselves.
Nobody's getting pleasure then.
Nobody's getting any pleasure.
So that's things that you would address. So how would you treat it?
I treat it different ways. I have come up with a range of treatments, and I do them together because they're very synergistic. So we can do one treatment, or we can do a few of them together. And I think the more the merrier in this case, because they are cumulative. They work very well together.
Gotcha.
Now, for instance, I do the Bava shot, where I am taking blood from a lady's arm, spinning it down into platelet-rich plasma, and injecting it into her clitoris, painlessly, I might add.
Painlessly.
I
Right
do
to
the
the
same thing
clitoris.
for men, yes.
Okay.
I do it for men and women. And so that helps make a clitoris more sensitive. It increases the size. Because, you know, I've talked about this on the Big Dick Energy episode with you. Size matters, and not just for men. So a clitoris shrinks over time. So with the Bava shot, I can increase the size a little bit.
Wait, it shrinks?
Yes, it does.
Do penises shrink over time too?
Oh, yes, man, they do.
So we all just shrinking.
And we're just
our
going to
ears
hell.
are getting bigger, our noses are getting bigger, but the genitals are
Our
just
butts are
shrinking.
getting bigger, but the parts that count, they're shrinking.
What? Okay, so size matters. Why? Because there's more surface for the nerves and things like that for the
Do
pleasure.
you know that the clitoris is one of the only things I can think of that are made purely for pleasure? 8,000 nerve endings. The head of a penis only has 4,000.
Oh, wow.
So what business do we women have not orgasming, right?
Right.
Like, what the hell?
Hell yeah, every day.
Let's
The
get this
95
done.
Women need to be at 95%.
We need
not
to be at
57.
100, my friend.
Oh, preach it, mama. We need to be at 100.
100.
This Bava shot, which a lot of people are saying is an improvement to the O shot. Would you say anyone should get it? Is there a particular age?
You know, I'm glad you asked me that question. I always preach the importance of preservation. If I only had $1 for every time a woman said to me, Dr. Bava, I don't know that I'm that bad yet. What are you waiting for? Would you like your parts to just say, screw this, I'm done?
So is it a preventative? You know, like you go to
It's
Botox
definitely
way
preventative.
before you
Yes,
get all
exactly.
the wrinkles.
So you are addressing the issue before it becomes a big thing. Because we are all slowly over time getting worse. So you address the problem before it becomes an issue.
Before it becomes a problem.
Yeah. I mean, we can definitely restore,
Right.
but you'll always have your best result if you never let it get that bad to begin with, just like facial aging.
Wow. We got a lot to talk about. And I got some friends coming over. But first, we're going to have to try this fresa cantarito, thanks to Lainey. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about orgasms, but I'm a little parched, so you know what time it is. It's time to back that glass up, baby. And I'm here with Lainey Collum. You're not a bartender, you're actually a beverage director at Monkey's Tail.
I am, yes, absolutely. So I created this drink, but
Hell yeah.
our whole team executes the whole thing. So it's
But
a
it sounds
group
like
effort.
a group effort, but it's a fun job, I feel like.
Yeah.
And what'd you make here? What is this?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the Fresa Cantarito. It's one of our most popular cocktails at the bar. So we use fresh strawberry, fresh tamarind, fresh lime, and then we use a Barbados 5-year rum and a really delicious tequila called Don Jalisco.
Awesome. Yeah. And so, I mean, it sounds like a complicated recipe, so people really probably can't replicate this at home. They need to come to Monkey's Tail.
I mean, they could, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I would say just come to the bar.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where you don't want to fake it. Ooh, we learned this from Dr. Sexberry. Don't fake it. Ooh, looks too good.
And then so we add a little ginger beer in there as well from Houston's own St. Arnold.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and then I have one actually already made for you
Oh,
here.
yes. Did you create this yourself?
I did. We do a little dirty dump with this in the glass. Dirty dump. And then we add some crushed ice on top.
Why is it called a dirty dump? This
Yeah,
is actually
so
dirty.
we just dump it like right in, and normally you like strain it out. So that's the difference.
Oh, well, keep it dirty here on the Nightcap sometimes. And I see you've made a lot of these because we got company. Yo, come on in. Lucy, I'm home. Hey, baby, come on. You guys know what we're talking about, orgasms. Oh, here's your drink, right? This is hers. This was made specifically for you because we asked people out on the streets if they faked it or if they know their partners faked it. You better stick around. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about petite meurs. So we had to send Jen out on the streets to ask people if they faked an orgasm or if they know their partner has faked an orgasm. See what they had to say.
Have you ever faked an orgasm with them?
I'm 48 years old. I've been married twice.
Okay. Can you tell if a woman has ever faked an orgasm with you?
They always have it.
It's real, huh? Positive. Faux show. Oh, have you ever faked an orgasm in bed?
Yeah.
How many times?
I don't know how that, but yes.
Yeah, you have. It's for sure. Like, I have done it. I got you.
You don't know what you're doing.
Can you give me a good orgasm sound on camera real quick? We'll, like, I get it. You know, you gotta keep that private, right? Have you ever faked an orgasm?
With him, no.
What about before him?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay? But there's people out here doing it.
When you want
people out there doing
be
it.
over with, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, let's get this done with. I'm tired. I'm over it.
Yes.
You know, it's hot. I'm sweating. Can you tell if a woman has faked for you?
I don't know. Like I would have to
So
go
hard.
back and think, but I
Like,
don't
yeah,
think so.
yeah,
I
okay.
hope not.
Like, look, he's like, I got this down. I ain't got a piece of it. And wife agrees. Could you tell if a woman was actually faking it with you?
No, she don't think so.
Ah, give me some on that like that. Let's go.
I want to satisfy my woman.
I know that's right. Okay.
That's my goal. That's my goal.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, she had a lot of fun. Well, joining us on the couch is comedian Ti'Darian, comedian Netra, and of course, Dr. Sex Fairy, Dr. Kabul Bava. So, are men telling the truth when they say they've never not orgasmed for them?
Yeah, we telling the truth. Some of y'all ain't doing what y'all gotta be doing.
Oh, you're blaming it on the women.
It's always the women. Women are the problem.
What?
What?
No, that's y'all. Y'all got a problem. That's why.
That's
why all the enhancements are for you guys. That's why y'all can stop.
But
at
y'all
the
have
gas
more
station.
nerve power inside y'all vaginas than we have
Exactly.
penises. So y'all should be able to
So
take the lead
therefore,
role.
you need help. Y'all need help. Y'all need a
Ain't nothing wrong with a little team
Y'all
teamwork.
y'all need pregame. Y'all need all that. We don't listen.
They need.
No. See, so here's the thing. I know they were asking about like women and the sounds we make. Fellas, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. All that hooping and hollering we do with y'all, that's for y'all. When we at home by ourselves, it's the most quiet, sexiest thing you'll ever imagine.
Sounds boring. Sounds boring. Paging Dr.
I tell you
Boring.
what, I have no problem going right to sleep, okay? I have no problem.
Woo!
For me, I don't think women fake with me because I actually don't have sex with women that I'm not attracted to and I don't want to. So I hear some of the guys say they probably fake me. I don't have sex with women that I don't like really.
See, that's
find
the thing.
Yeah, but that's
what he
still you.
thinks.
That's still your
Yeah.
perspective.
Right.
But Dr. Bava, piggying back off of what Netra just said, are women actually quiet orgasmers, or do we actually scream? What is the norm? Is there a norm?
There's no norm. Why should you have to stick to one or the other? You should be able to do one or the other or both.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
And do you think men can actually tell whether or not a woman?
I don't think so. I
Here's
hate
the thing
to
about
tell you.
faking. You don't know. It's fake.
Right.
Like when somebody does a fake pump shot, you don't see it coming. Literally, pun intended.
Pun intended.
We
You
knew,
don't see-
and we know.
No, you
You know
don't.
when y'all fake.
No, you
I
don't.
How do you know?
No,
How
you
do you
don't.
know?
Because the feeling, the energy. When you're having sex, it's energy. It's all about chemistry and energy. So you can feel when that woman that you having relations with, you can feel when she's really into it and when she's not. And a lot of times for men, if we do feel that she's not into it, we'll stop. And I'm done because it's a waste of time.
Just because we're not having an orgasm doesn't mean we're not into it. I mean, I've been on both sides of the fence, and I was having a good time. He just couldn't get me there.
So why y'all
Sometimes I
have
had
sex
to
with them
enter the
twice?
cheat code, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
What's the cheat code?
Yeah,
Come
do
on.
tell. Since you Miss Faker.
I'm
tell
just saying, it's when you have to do your own
Oh,
thing
gotcha. Oh, the
to
cheat code.
help him out.
Gotcha.
Cheat code.
All hands on deck.
A B, up, down, up, down.
And so
She knows the controllers. She knows the
I'm
controllers.
I'm just saying. And then a lot of times men don't really know what foreplay is. They think they always go straight for the boobs. Sir, I'm not your mom. Get this neck of mine or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they always go straight for the boob.
that's the first thing men go for.
But
grab a boob.
but some women were probably really into the boob play. But I'm sure Dr. Bava, like,
Here's the thing. Here's my take on
Yeah.
all of this.
yeah.
They're entitled to their opinion, both of them. Now, can a man tell if a woman's into it? Absolutely. I give you that. Enthusiasm is critical to good sex, to good orgasms. Absolutely. But can women fake it? Yes, they can. And then coming to your point about nipples and breasts, women orgasm differently depending on who you're talking to. Nipple orgasms are a real thing. I mean, nipple orgasms stimulate the same part of the brain as a genital orgasm. So it is a real thing for some women.
But
For
Doc,
some women, they have other areas that stimulate them more, and that's why communication is so important.
But Doc, my question is like when she throwing that thing back and you hitting it like how you supposed to be hitting it, right? And then all of a sudden, she don't have the energy no more. So she just stopped because she got tired. She didn't get the orgasm. Sometimes she just stopped because she got tired. Then say that. If I wore you out, say that. I tired you out. So that's the same thing. I'll take that.
No, but you
again,
can
back
still
to the
give her an
communication.
orgasm.
Right.
Back to the communication. That's when you ask, like, why'd you stop? I'm tired. My legs
How
hurt.
about you should be in tune with your woman's body? You can know when she's tired. If you can know when she's having an orgasm, you should totally be in tune with her.
Preach, sister.
You should know like what her zone is. You
But
know
a lot of people
naturally women are nurturers. We are naturally going to take care of our man, like sexually and all of that. They sometimes are like kind of lackadaisical in the bed. They want us to get on top and be on top. Like, listen, my knees are 44 years old, sir. Like, it don't work like that no more.
They're
How
not gonna
about you
stay
work
here the
your
whole
hip
time.
action and let me lay on my back? Like, listen.
The hip pelvis, once you come up with the swirl, that's a good move.
I've got to chime in on this one.
Come on.
Do you know that the position that most women orgasm in is woman on top?
Absolutely.
of course.
Because we're driving the
90%.
car.
We're the
Yeah,
ones
but the
moving.
thing is, it's actually not even just the control factor. It's the fact that it's stimulating your clitoris. And that's really what does it.
So if they got bad knees, it's sort of their fault. Okay, thanks, doctor,
No,
for cleaning it up.
no,
So
no,
ladies,
No,
if you got
sir.
bad knees,
Look at
No,
you. Listen.
thank you. You just
To
said
the
it.
wrong
Your knees may be
point.
bad, but your tongue still works, right?
Boom,
Yeah.
boom.
See?
Bang, bang. So let me ask you, the clitoral orgasm and the one off the peen, like that's two different orgasms. I orgasm different from the clitoral as I do on penetration. Like, why is there not something together? Like, I've never had them at the same time.
Ooh, that would
You
be
can, in
explosive.
theory. Let me tell you something. This is a great point you made. Now, people talk about the G-spot. So many of my patients who come to my office are asking me about how they can either find their partner's G-spot or help their partner find their G-spot. It's always about the G-spot. But do you know the G-spot doesn't really exist? They have actually done cadaver studies and found that the area they're talking about, the pleasure is real, but it's still an extension of the clitoris. Because everybody thinks that the clitoris is just that tiny little button on top, right? Under
Is
the
it
hood.
not?
No, it actually goes all the way down. It goes like that, like a horseshoe.
Ooh.
So the area that they're stimulating
Talk to him, doc.
is
my
actually still the clitoris.
We don't know our anatomies well.
And if we don't know, they damn sure don't know.
Facts
I'm just saying.
only.
I'm just
Facts
saying.
only.
How do y'all blame men for y'all not knowing how y'all body work until we had the professional Dr. Sex in here to let us know what's
How are
going
we
on?
not knowing how our body works? Y'all are the aggressors. How do y'all not know how our body don't work? That's what I don't understand. Like, just because it's enough for you doesn't mean it's enough for her. Like the foreplay, you want to stop because you're ready to eat the pie.
Yeah, right.
No, we still want a pregame. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
we're not ready to
Pregame.
play the game just yet.
Like
Like
pre-came.
Pre-game, I love that.
Listen.
Hey.
Pre-K.
Okay, we're gonna have to continue this conversation. All right, you watch those commercials, but you come right back, okay? Because this is getting juicy. Ooh, things have been getting spicy here on the Nightcap. Okay, so when it comes to orgasms, it seems like both men and women are to blame for the women not achieving their orgasms, right, doctor?
Right.
Because the women they don't know themselves well enough. And if they don't know themselves well enough, they can't communicate that to the men. And then the men just aren't getting those cues where they realize that the women aren't into it, obviously.
Absolutely. They did a study once. They had women take pictures of their vaginas and their labia, line them up on the screen, and they couldn't pick their own out of a lineup. That's a problem.
What?
Y'all can stand in the mirror and see y'all stuff.
Immediately.
Like, we got to go
Underneath
what I'm
with a
saying?
mirror.
Gotta cop the leg up.
Like, why we gotta go in the
We
mirror?
gotta do
But
all
it's
that.
important that we know what we look like, we know where to pleasure ourselves before we can show a partner how to. So sometimes masturbation is not a bad thing.
So that's why they have toys. Okay, so that's why y'all bring the toys in. And also, fellas, the toy is not your enemy, it's your teammate.
It is.
Absolutely.
Tag it in.
Tag team.
Tag it in.
So take it in the room and give her that work.
Right. Shout out to Tracy's dog.
Tracy's dog, what's that?
Tracy Dog is an awesome adult toy that stimulates penetration-wise as well as clitoral-wise at the same time. Fellas, you can't compete with that because y'all can't do that at the same time. Y'all can't, excuse my
So
French.
that's why it's your teammate.
Right.
Well, it could be two of us at one time, two men, then we could both tackle on that
Oh
spot.
my
You know, if we
gosh.
just-
All right, we getting way too
That's where
spicy.
things go too far.
Oh, well.
You go too far. See there, and look, you still need help. You had to call in your friend. Like,
I mean, because, I mean,
what
but
we
here's
supposed
the
to
thing.
do as women?
But here's the thing, like, have you ever tried to make a woman happy? That's the hardest thing ever. Like, we can give y'all everything and you still want more. That's why guys are like feeling some type of way. So there's no reason, you know, that I can't call my homeboy or your side guy and we tag team this together. Because the
Side
ultimate
guy?
goal is to make the woman happy. And I want to make
my
you
side
happy.
guy is for me, not
Right,
for you,
but he's
sir.
my teammate and I want to make you happy, Netra.
We were talking about toys. Wow, you.
I'm into making a woman happy, and whatever makes my woman happy, that's what we need to do.
I'm not going to be
Facts.
happy if you're my dude. You want me to sleep with my side dude with you. The point of my side dude is to get away from you.
Doctor, I'm so sorry. It went where it went. But moral of the story, women need to figure out how to get
They
their
do.
orgasms.
Yep.
There needs to be some sort of communication.
Yes.
That way we reach that 100%.
And the man has to
Absolutely.
care. They don't. A lot of times, men don't care that you don't have an orgasm. They might ask you, "No, you didn't. Okay, well, shit, we'll get them next time." What?
Not me. Oh, you
This is
didn't?
not a baseball game, sir.
Call your other guy.
And trust me, it's already on speed dial.
Hey, bro, I didn't get it done this time. I'm finna leave. You come
All right,
too,
I hope
pull
you
up.
had fun with us here on the
know.
Nightcap. Thank you, Doctor. Thanks, Netra
Thank you,
Ti'Darian, and
Doctor.
of course, Lainey for this delicious drink. We're having fun every weeknight here on Fox 26 at 11:30 p.m. and of course, streaming on Fox Soul. Cheers to you. Cheers, y'all.
Missed out on the Nightcap? Well, head on over to our YouTube page and catch up with Carolina.
You can watch full episodes anytime you want. And don't forget to share it with your friends because we got to keep the conversation flowing.
So this one is not going to hurt as much as this one.
Watch the Nightcap at 11:30 on Fox 26 and anytime on Fox Soul.